Please come here, sir. Let's talk about this, please. Please come here. Now, like I said, Islamic Allah in the entire Quran has 2 or 3 prophecies, depending on the way you read. He claims in Surah 5, Ayah 64, every time Israel fights with the Muslims, Muslims would win, which clearly isn't true. And therefore, Islamic Allah is either a false prophet, or he is on holiday, or he is simply Mickey Mouse. One of those 3, or maybe a combination. Maybe he is all of them. And so, that's one evidence. Now, can I deal with another evidence with you, please? Please come here. I'd like to have another conversation. I'll give you another false prophecy. Please come here, please. Surah 19, Ayah 70. You are a Muslim friend. Please come here. Please come here. Now, please, don't listen to these people. These people won't let you think. You look like a man who can think really well. Please come here. Don't follow tea towel material. Please come here. Please. Tea towels don't help. We need facts, we need evidence, and we need to deal with it. Please come here, please. My dear friend, I am a Christian. Your life is on the line as much as my life. One of us is not going to make it to heaven. We need to find out who that is. Because if you're not going to make it to heaven, as a fellow human being, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be in heaven and then being able to see you and thinking, hey, I saw you, but I couldn't help you. I don't want to be in that state. I really want to help you. Please come here, speak to me, and then you can reject if you want it. Please come here. Surah, or maybe you can listen from there, yeah? Surah 19, Ayah 75. Now, ultimately, my point is going to be, Islamic Allah has 3 prophecies. In the entire Quran, only 3. Islamic Allah. Prophecies, predictions concerning future from the time of the writing. All 3 are wrong. And let me give you one example. Surah 19, Surah Maryam, Ayah 75. Surah 19, Ayah 75. What does it say? Say, as for him who is in error, the beneficent will verily prolong the span of life until when they behold that which they were promised. Whether it is punishment or the hour, they will know who is worse in position and who is weaker as an army. Very simply, Muhammad proclaimed during his time, whoever wrote this, proclaimed during this time that even during the lifetime of some of these people, the end of the world would come. Even during the lifetime of some of these people, the end of the world would come. And he goes on to say that the Islamic Allah will prolong his span of life until when they behold that particular thing he was proclaiming. Do you believe the end of the world came in the 7th century?
What do you mean?
Did the world end in the 7th century? And therefore, clearly this is wrong. No, okay, maybe I'll ask you the other thing just in case. Do you believe that today there is anyone from the 7th century who is alive?
I don't think so, yeah.
Clearly not. So, but for this verse to be true, this prophecy to be true, Surah 19, Ayah 75. Please read that for yourself. Surah 19, Ayah 75 should help us all understand that the Islamic Allah is a false prophet. Ayah 75.
Give me a sec. Okay.
Surah 19, Ayah 75.
So my translation say, whoever is in the error, let the most merciful and extended for him an extension in the wealth and bracket and wealth and the time until when they see that which they promised, either punishment in this world or the hour of the resurrection.
In the world, is it there in the Quran?
In this world, that's what that actually mean.
Well, no. Is it there in the Quran? Please show me. Please show me. Please show me.
That's what actually mean. And then all the
So,
hour.
but one second. Please.
Okay.
Let's read. 1975. Do you see in this world, in the bracket, do you see that? That's a fake. That's a fake making up.
It's giving you an explanation. It's giving you explanation.
My dear friend, do you know about bandages?
Bandages in terms of what?
Well, when you have something not functioning properly, put a bandage on to make it work. That's what the bracket is.
No, it's
What
not
it does.
actually.
Do you believe in the Quran or do you believe in what other people say about the Quran?
I believe in the Quran, yeah.
Sure. The Quran doesn't have the bracketed text, and therefore, one second, please,
What's
my
the translation for?
let's read.
You tell me what the
Let's read.
translation
Let's read. Without the bracket, let's read. If you read it without the bracket, that's what the Quran says. Let's read. One second.
In that sense, you can't really talk about the whole Bible because you don't even have.
Please don't run to the
even-
Bible yet.
You don't even know.
Would you like to read the Quran?
Let me ask you.
Would you like to read the Quran?
Before you talk about something, you talk to me when you have real Bible within yourself. Do you have a real Bible?
Excuse
Do
me,
you
sir.
have the Bible?
I have read the Bible multiple times. Don't worry about the Bible.
What's the
Do you believe in the Quran?
Please don't record me, by the way.
Do you believe in the Quran?
I do believe 100% you do.
Yeah.
I believe in the Quran.
The Quran doesn't have the bracketed text. Would you like to
It's
read
not
the
bracketed
non-bracketed
because
text?
it's giving an
That's fine.
what
No, you don't want to deal with that. That's fine.
Yeah,
Look. I think as a Christian, Muslims would like to take the Quran seriously, not just Imam's bracketed text, because those are bandages.
What is actually talking about rather than being.
Shall we read what it is actually talking about? Please come here. Let's read. Let me read. When, as for him who is in error, the beneficent will verily prolong his span of life, which is what is referred to as the extension in your case, in your translation, until when they behold that which they were promised, whether it is punishment or the hour. Whether it is punishment or the hour. In either case, it's talking about the destruction which Muhammad or whoever wrote this promised. My question to you is, did the 7th century guys, any of them see any destruction which is the
Future. It's talking about the future.
Look, it's talking about the future. Did you see now you're going to the future? You have a problem, you know? What the problem is? It says whatever point that happens, it says these guys will live until that point. And that's why I asked you, do you believe there is any 7th century person who is still alive? What does it say? When they behold, will verily prolong his span of life. What does it mean to prolong the span of life of someone until they see what you think is in the future? So how long should they live?
I don't know.
Look, I am in the 7th century. If my life has to be extended until I see what you think is in the future, how long should I live?
No, you should be living how long according to your lifespan.
He should be still alive. These people should be still alive. Do you think any 7th century people are still alive? Clearly, Islamic Allah is clueless. Please, let me repeat what... Okay, there we go. So if you want to go away from the Quran, you can, my dear friend. Jesus, on the other hand, gets his prophecies accurate every single time. Every single time. Hundreds of prophecies in the Bible, accurate. Islamic Allah only has 3. I discussed one with someone else earlier. Now is the second one. There is one more, but only 3 in the entire Quran. If you want to show me... Okay, show me how many. Please show me many more prophecies. How many more? But okay, my dear friend, either you know or you don't know. Do you know if there is any other prophecy?
If there is, I'm not.
How many more?
I can't really. I don't.
Is it so many?
There's so many because I can't really point out because
Sure. So many. You should remember at least 2 or 3.
I'm not Hafil. I can't really provide anything.
But do you remember? Do you remember any?
I can't remember anything at the moment.
So in other words, don't say there is so many. You just don't know. My dear friend,
I'll because I'm not really educated. I can really say that.
Which is what I say when I say that you don't know.
Okay.
What you are saying as I am not educated is very simply I don't know. That's what you should say. Most Muslims, I don't know why, are they teaching you in the mosque? Are they teaching you in the mosque that when you come here you should say I am not educated? You just simply should say I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. My friend, your life is on the line.
Your life is on the line too.
Absolutely. And that is where, if you would show me from the Bible solidly some serious problems with the Bible, I'll take it seriously.
So many contradictions.
Okay, but no. Let me wrap this up. Let me wrap this up, and we'll go there. Let me wrap this up. One second. Let me wrap this up. If you showed me some serious problem with the Bible, I should take it seriously.
100%.
I am saying there is some serious problem with the Quran. You see the serious problem because you agree no one from the 7th century is still alive, and you agree that the destruction that is being spoken of here is still to happen in the future, and therefore, my dear friend, You may not. You may argue right now. Maybe for the sake of pride or whatever. You may argue right now. But when you go home, read this again. Surah 19, Ayah 75. I think. Read it again.
To you anyway.
Please
I
read
read
it.
that to you, and you just completely ignored it. When I read
what?
that to you.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but that's I read. I literally.
You read
to you.
Did you want to read the bracketed part
I read it
also?
to you. What is actually meant for then? It's what actually meant.
Are you
for.
saying Allah doesn't know how to write?
Are you actually trying to say this is a translation?
Excuse me, my
It's a
friend.
translation
Do you know the
in
Arabic?
English.
Do you know the Arabic?
Translation English.
Okay. Do you know the Arabic?
Translation
Okay,
English.
okay, one second.
It's a
Do-
translation
one second.
English, but if you're not
Do you
willing
know
to learn
my friend? Do you know Arabic? Number one.
Yes, I don't understand Arabic, but I.
Which
can
means you don't know
I
Arabic.
can read Arabic, yes.
Reading is useless if you don't know. That's
what there is not useless. Who told you that it's useless? When you can.
what
read
is the
this
point in
one-
reading if it doesn't make sense to you,
I can read, and that's why I'm using a translation to be making understanding.
my friend? If you're going to use the translation to understand, what's the point in reading in Arabic?
No, you can't really say it's useless because there's another. What does it mean to you? You're trying to learn something out of it.
Yeah, you're learning
There's-
something,
you learn-
but in the sense of understanding what it says, the reading doesn't help. Now, that's one point. That's fine. We'll move on from there. Now, second point is, do you know why the translators have put the
Okay,
in this
before-
world
before
in
we
brackets?
move on to that, before we
But
move
do
on
you
to-
know?
No,
Let's
listen,
wrap this
now
up first.
You answered your question.
Shall we wrap this up?
You answered the
So
question.
do we agree? Do we agree the bracketed text there isn't in the Arabic, and that is why?
It's what does actually mean? That's actually.
Excuse
what it
me,
means.
sir. Do you know what the expression "that's what it means" means?
That's what actually.
Do you know what the expression "that's what
do
it"?
you know the translation?
You know why it is in the bracket?
Okay, if you're gonna be not gonna let me answer it,
Give me one reason why it is in the bracket.
you're gonna let me answer?
Yeah, please.
Okay. You're
Why
gonna
is it in the bracket? You need to answer that.
Are you gonna stop interrupting me? Okay, you gotta let me answer. By the way, as you could see, is in translation. So what is actually meant, you could actually see over here.
Why is it in the bracket?
It's giving you an explanation what is actually meant.
Why is it in the bracket?
Okay.
Look, let me put it this way. Maybe you're confusing right now. Look, everything here is supposed to be the meaning of what is in the Arabic, yeah? But why is this text in the bracket?
Say whoever's in error, let the most merciful extend for him an extension.
That's
of
the
wealth
meaning.
and timing.
Why is it
Wealth
in the
and time. Until when they see which they've been promised, either punishment in this world or the other of resurrection.
In this world, why is it in the bracket?
Is what actually meant.
Look, what is the rest? Why isn't the rest in the bracket?
Okay, that's what I actually.
Why isn't the rest in the bracket?
What do you mean?
Why isn't the rest in the bracket?
What do you mean by rest in the bracket?
Look, there is unbracketed text and there is bracketed text. Yeah.
actually what
What
it
is the
means.
difference between the bracketed text?
What is mean the contest.
I can't
That's
believe
what it
this
means by the
nonsense.
contest,
Look,
Yes.
okay, that's fine. I've heard what you've said.
Okay.
My dear friend, very simply, what is in the unbracketed text is what the Arabic really means. What is in the bracketed text is what the translators have inserted to make it convenient for them, to make it appear not like a false prophecy. But if you ignore the bracketed text, which is when you're actually reading the Quran alone, clearly it's a false prophecy. Your translators hopelessly have patched things up. Don't follow them. Your life is on the line. Don't follow them. They played with your mind. They insert all sorts of things all over the place. God's blessings to you.